Hey everybody, Callista here with Avalili Permaculture and the Earth Skills Institute. Just doing a little comparison here today with two shrub species that are pretty common here in the Kootenays. The first one I'm going to show you is a Rocky Mountain maple, and the next one I'm going to show you is red osier dogwood. Some people also call that one red willow. This time of the year before they leaf out and in the winter, they can look similar, but there are some distinct differences. This is a Rocky Mountain maple. It does have a pretty red colored stem on the bush. If you look at the branches, they also have like an opposite branch arrangement on most of those branches. But look how long and straight and whip-like they are. Okay, that's kind of a distinction between this and the red osier dogwood. Okay, now we're going to take a close-up look at the stem here. And you can see it's pretty smooth bark. It does have a few lenticels, but they're not like crazy obvious. And look at the joints around the main stem where any of these little branches come off here. You can see it remains pretty smooth, right? Looking at the new growth on these branch tips, you can see they're pretty darn red. And if we look at the buds that are just starting to open on these now, you can see that the edges of the bud scales, the margins, are a little bit hairy. One other thing to note is that this is a pretty young and small example of a Rocky Mountain maple, but they can get a lot larger, almost like a really bushy tree. This is an example of a larger Rocky Mountain maple. Okay, now we're going to walk over here and look at this red osier dogwood. This one's pretty tall. It's pretty big. If we take a closer look at this, the branch arrangement technically is supposed to also be opposite, but it looks a little more like scraggly and alternate, and a lot of branches on one side tend to die off, like this example right here. So this one's like a little dead branch, but there's still one growing on the other side. So if we look at the bark, this has a really smooth, kind of glossy bark. The maple is a little bit more matte, and you can see this has some more obvious lenticels on it. So, and the lenticels are like gray, like they really stand out. And where you can see this pretty obviously is on like the older growth. On some red osier dogwoods that are really old, the bottom, like really close to the base, is almost gray and has a lot of these lenticels. So we'll take a closer look at the new growth, and the buds here are actually already popping open on this, so it's a little harder to look at and explain what they would have looked like before they opened up, but here they are. You can see those are pretty red as well. If you look at the overall growth pattern of this bush, it's a lot more scraggly and not like as straight and whip-like as the Rocky Mountain maple. Like even on some of these smaller branches, they're very not straight. So that's it. There's your comparison of early spring red osier dogwood and Rocky Mountain maple. They are different species in different genuses, and they do have different things that you can use them for food and medicine wise. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this introduction to these two plant relations. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up and give us a follow for some more tips on plant ID.